Libra.
So before we start off on your reading here for June, just a little news flash. Those of you on my newsletter have already started to receive the daily Astro podcast, now available to you here on my YouTube channel, along with another new feature, which is your tarot forecasts. Now, the monthly ones will be individually designed for your sun signs. The daily Tarot and Astro podcasts, though, however, are general for all of us, not pertaining to your specific zodiac sign. But the monthly Tarot will be just like the monthly astrological ones, where you can listen to your sun sign. I hope you'll enjoy, and I will be posting a link here on the video itself, also in the description down below, for easy access for this new feature. Hello Libra, this is your forecast for June 2015, and here's a month with a lot of beautiful aspects and transits, so we're going to be seeing how it's coming together for you now. And I know many of you have been worked, especially here through the month of May, where there was a lot of back-to-back transits that were showing a little bit of challenge, but those challenges were all about you positioning yourself, getting ready for minor and major breakthroughs, and that is what this month is going to bring to you. So listen up. We have Venus here first and foremost in the sign of Cancer. It is going to be moving into Leo on June 5th. So until the 5th, well, Venus is nurturing those things that are important to us, especially as far as family and relationships, those things that are close to heart. And then after the 5th, Venus is going to take on a little bit more of a happy, dramatic type of expression of love as it goes into the fiery sign of playful Leo. Then we have here top of the month. Let's start off with that. We have Mars, which is your goals, your ambitions, your drive, your physical energy is going to expand on you. This is because there's a sextile to Jupiter, and we know anything Jupiter does, it does big. So you're going to feel a drive towards your goals, and there might be now also a sense of security coming in to ground it and root it, because on the very same day, Venus and Saturn, which is all about security and getting things, all your ducks in a row, and mastering the things that you've set out to do. You're doing it with love, you're doing it with passion. There might even be some monetary benefits from this, as Venus also rules your income and your financial situation, but also love. So here on the 6th, between Venus and Mars and the great aspects to Jupiter and Saturn, you might just feel that your relationships now are really starting to shape up and move forward. Speaking of Venus, Venus is in your 10th house for career until the 5th. Then it's going to move into your social sector. You'll see how that is going to open up the doors for you for a whole lot more interaction with friends. But it's also the area of your hopes, your dreams, and also working with groups and organizations. So that's where it is going to busy itself. And you're going to be very, I feel, like a little social butterfly here. Now you're that by birth, because it is your ruling planet too. So I just see you being that much more charming here now this month. Mars is in your 9th house for higher education, higher thinking. It is your philosophical self, but it's also the area of long distance travel, foreign places and people. So pay attention to any kind of connection or news that you might get from somebody far away, especially because that Mars is connected to Jupiter, which also rules foreign people and places. Some of you might take an early vacation since it's in this area. In that case, you'll have a splendid vacation and your travel should be going well, not only because Mars is in this place, but we have the Sun. We've got the new moon, we've got Mercury, all here in this area. Now, the 9th house also rules schooling, classes, research, deepening. Some of you who have been writing might be looking to publish this month, or find a publisher. This should really work out really well for you, Libra, just because this area now is so litten with positive aspects. So if you're writing a novel or you have any ebooks out, this is the time to go out there and find the right perfect format to get it published. The new moon is on the 16th. This is going to be 25 degrees here in Gemini. Gemini is all about communication, the written and spoken word. It also has to do with the shorter trips, not just the long distance where it's placed in your 9th house, but it will also activate your need to get out and about. So I could see you to and fro here on the 16th. And it is the time where we place our intentions for the month ahead. And so for you, that would all be about, I want to hang on to this great energy, project it into the month that's coming, and also for the entire year until you have a revisit of the new moon in this area next year, this time. Write your abundance check. Those of you who are already doing it know how to do it. For those of you who don't know yet, you can find that on my channel. And an abundance check is a check that we write out to ourselves from the law of the universe. And you could just see how it's a small tool of attracting more abundance into our life. Now, having the Sun and Mercury here, I feel that you are looking into preparing maybe research materials for your career. Next month is going to be more of a career month for you. So this month, I feel if anything you can do to prepare is going to be excellent for July coming up. But we have here on the 8th, the Sun, which is the essence of you, will be sextiling Jupiter. So there might be some insight, some news, some communication here. Jupiter being in the 11th house of hopes and dreams, but also influential people that can come in from any group or organization. They may reach out and get in touch with you today, especially for those of you who are applying or seeking for a new job. This could be a time for when things can come together positively for you. On the 9th, we have Mars and Uranus. Now, Uranus is always that wild card, isn't it? The unexpected. It's in a great aspect, sextiling here, your Mars. So you might just feel that you're going to jump here today, where your energy is going to be powered up, getting on with or embarking upon a new path. Mars is also men in your life. They might come with some news for you today, as well as it could just be you right now wanting to communicate those things that are important to you within your relationship, because Uranus is in your 7th house for committed partnerships. Now, sure, that could be your significant other, but it could be anybody that you're working tightly with one-on-one. It's a day where I feel that the dynamics are working in an optimum way, where you can actually now initiate new things. Now, we still do have Mercury retrograde until the 11th, and this is currently just on the 9th, so I'd hold back still a couple of days to not start anything, but it's a great day to get in touch with that sense of enlightenment of perhaps where this path is going to be taking you as we proceed further into the month. On the 10th, we got 2 more transits, all in one day here, Mercury and Venus. So Mercury's communication, Venus is love. So this might be a day where you're sharing heart to heart, soul to soul with your partner, feeling that things are really optimistic between the two of you. And also you might just find new love if you are single. So don't sit at home, be out and about. Venus is now in that 11th house for your social circles, or also being perhaps introduced to somebody new through your friends. So listen to whatever messages are here today, because it's going to really peek in under and give you some insights from your partner. On the 10th also, the Sun, which is you. It's your drive, it's your essence of who you are. You're wanting to change things up. I could see this antsiness now really wants to break free. And especially now, because these last few months you have tried to really move forward, Libra, and many of you have. But this month is all about opening up the floodgates. And today you will see that taking place. Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is also always full of the unexpected surprises. So you might be the one to break out some news here to those around you of whatever it is you're wanting to start. Could also come from your partner, that your partner might have some good news for you. And you might also start planning, if you haven't been traveling this month. I see that you love to do it just because of the crowd up there in your ninth house. But then again, it could be making plans for a vacation here a little bit later in the summer. And in that case, you're going to find that magical place where you want to visit. On the 14th, we have Sun and Mars. They're conjunct. This is a great time now to embark upon those new adventures or also new business. Mars being your drive there, and we are beyond Mercury retrograde. Still in the shadow though, but it's still moving forward. And Mars now is so upped with energy that it just wants to move ahead. And I believe that the decisions that you're going to be taking today is going to hold a lot of consequences for the coming month. So this is a day to pay attention to and put on your calendar. Or you might also listen to the daily scoops to see what other aspects on this day as far as the moon is considered. On the 22nd, we got Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance. Well, there's some surprises here again. So can you imagine? We have back-to-back throughout the whole month, all these wonderful things taking place. Jupiter is trine, the best aspect we have, to Uranus in the 7th house. So that has to do with your significant other. If you're single, look to partnerships, anybody you work with or interact with daily on a daily basis. The energy between these two are coming from the 11th house, hopes and dreams, and also the area of friendships, groups and organizations, and that of your partner. Somehow there is a bridge here now that acts like a key that could open up to where you're going to be heading from this day onwards through the summer, which I feel can really bring the level of excitement up to the surface. On the 29th, we have Venus and Uranus doing the very same thing, and from the very same areas, from the areas of friendships or your hopes and dreams, connecting into this unexpectedness, this symbolic key opening up. So you could see here throughout this month that you're just opening to a new dynamic. This is going to carry you throughout the rest of the year, whatever it is you initiate or have obtained. And this is a month of obtaining the things that you've currently worked for, but it's also indicating where you're going from here, as if you've created this new foundation, this platform to now expand from, especially because we have so much of this Jupiter energy. Saturn is currently now retrograding, sitting smack on the 3rd house cusp. You've had a feel from December to now how it is to have Saturn here in the area of communication. Well, now it's moving back into your financial house, where it was for 2.5 years until December. So it's going back for a revisit just to see what can be tweaked. How can you perfect what needs to be tied up of loose ends? It will be in this area until 15th of November. So it's going to give you a few months to kind of tie up all those loose ends and move ahead in a much more secured way financially. And then Saturn won't come back for a long, long time. Many, many years. So listen, since we have all this going on with just fantastic news for June, I would definitely recommend you to listen especially to your partner's chart this month. Look at what's going on with him or her and where all these blessings are going to be touching upon them in their chart, which again can reflect back onto you. And of course, when you listen to your moon and rising sign, it will give you 2 more readings to see the areas that are going to be touched with these blessings, which also will pertain to you. So do that, and I will see you again next month in July.